Hello guys and welcome to Trader CJR. I'm going to do a midweek market breakdown on the pairs that I personally trade. As you know, most of you, that I trade only four pairs, and I focus mainly on three pairs, and the fourth one is called that I sometimes day trade. I day trade gold. I don't swing trade gold. But on these other currencies, I trade USDCAD, pound Aussie, and dollar yen. These are the three pairs that I like to trade, that I am familiar with. I can actually analyze many other pairs, but I noticed that to be successful in trading, you need to master only a few pairs. Some people say you need to trade only one pair, but personally for me, I prefer trading three pairs because during the days when I don't have setups on another pair, I can actually have a setup on some of the pairs. So let's start with the dollar CAD. On the dollar CAD, let me go to the daily time frame and we start our top-down analysis on the daily. Okay, as we can see on the dollar CAD daily time frame, you can see that we are ranging. Overall price is in a range. As you can see, we are just ranging, and right now we focusing on this part only. Let me zoom it. Okay, focusing on this part from this point, you can see that price has been forming lower highs and higher lows. What I do expect is to see price continuation to the downside, but before that happens, I expect price to pull back to the 61.8% of this high here. So if I pull my retracement to, you can see that the 61.8% is somewhere around this level here. Okay, that's where I expect to see price retrace to before it continues lower. That's why I placed a buy order on this one. Let's go to the hourly time frame. On 1 hour time frame, you can see that price has been forming this channel here. Okay, price has been ranging in this channel, and for most traders, they were looking for the break of a channel to the downside and continue selling. But the reason why I wasn't looking for a sell is because we have not retraced enough to see price continuing to the downside. And also the AD, forget about this, don't worry about it. I'll talk about it on another day. The AD and the DAD trade setups. Okay, so I used this AD trade setup to place a buy order here, targeting this high. Okay, that's roughly where I expect to see reversal and price continuation to break these lows here. Okay, so that's my analysis on the USD CAD. All right, let's move on and talk about the pound USD. On the pound dollar, as you can see on the pound dollar, the daily chart. Let's go to the daily. So this is the daily time frame of the pound US dollar. As you can see, this is a heavy downtrend, and I just think price is continuing to the downside. So this is just a sideways correction. In heavy downtrend markets, price corrects sideways and not deep corrections to the upside. So I expect price to just give this ABC correction and continue moving lower. So I expect to look for some trade setups, sell setups here. But if price chooses to pull down to this particular zone here, I'll be looking to buy this move going upwards. But if price doesn't pull back to this level, I'm not interested in buying the pound Aussie at this expensive price. I expect to see price pull back lower, and this is a cheap price for me to actually place buy orders. So this is my analysis on the pound Aussie dollar, and I'll update you if I find an entry. I'll possibly record a live trade on how I place my trades on the pound Aussie dollar. The way I trade pound Aussie is different from the way I trade the USDCAD. That's why I recommend you guys to stick to fewer currency pairs so that you master them. You master the behavior of the currencies because every currency pair behaves in a different way. Okay, so that's my analysis. The third one is the dollar yen, and I don't have any interest in this currency pair right now. If you look at the daily time frame of the USDJPY, you can see that we are bullish. Okay, this is a sideways market. All right, what's going on here? This is a sideways market, and I expect price to continue moving up in this within this range. Let's drop down to the hourly time frame and analyze what's happening on the hourly time frame. On hourly time frame, as you can see, price has been ranging between these two levels, and price is now seemingly slightly to break above this out of this range, and I'm confident that price is gonna break above. I'm not in the trade, but why am I convinced that price can possibly break above? In this range, we had these rising higher highs and higher lows, and we can possibly have a higher high, a higher low, a higher high continuing upwards. And as you guys know that if I see a move moving from support and pulls back to 61.8, I will measure the 61.8 of this correction and look for a possible entry as trend continuation. That's exactly what can possibly happen on the pound yen, but I'm not interested in placing buy orders because of this long range here. So I expect to see price move up, and if price pulls back, I'll be looking for some possible entries to the upside. That's my analysis on the USDJPY. I'm not gonna analyze gold for now because I don't want this video to be way too long for you guys. So happy trading and enjoy the rest of your week.